For episode 109 of Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, a new sponsor gets announced, which leads to Jimmy and Logan doing a competition about who can do the reads better. Jimmy answers a question about a 2006 CRF 280R before resorting to going to the chat for more questions because Logan had to try and read one in Spanish. Ricky Brabec then comes onto the show to help Jimmy rate bikes for a really good segment of Rooster Endo. This leads to a really good conversation about race bikes, tires that Honda uses for the Dakar, and some really interesting ideas, to say the least, for making the Dakar rally safer, including speed limits and some other ideas getting floated around. If any of this interests you, please give this podcast a listen, share it with your friends, and we can't thank our sponsors enough, which get mentioned in the podcast. So thank you so much for listening and enjoy the show.
Welcome to episode 109. Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah. You happy to be here?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Kind of, a little bit.
Kind of. Why?
I don't know.
Because we pick on you?
Yeah.
Is this worse than being in school, getting picked on at school?
Oh, I don't really.
Get picked on in school?
No.
So you get it here. That's good.
Yeah.
It makes you, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Remember, this is a show where you can have your questions answered. And what do we talk about specifically on this show, Logan?
Dirt bikes and dirt bike related products.
Correct. So if you have questions about any of those items there, dirt bike and dirt bike related products, that can be dual sport, that can be adventure bikes, it can be play bikes. Basically, if it has knobbies on it, we are way overqualified for what you pay us to answer all of these questions. So just think about that for a few minutes. It's almost as good as most of the advice you get on the internet, right? Matt?
Yep. Whatever you say.
Matt does a lot of research on this, so we're trying to, make sure that we're doing good. I haven't figured out a better way to get more followers other than just beg. I think we're just going to go to begging, Logan.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this is where what you're going to have to figure out a really good way to beg and make up a really good story, so you can get people to like share and resubscribe or whatever they do, or what's the other thing you do on the internet?
Share and like.
Share and like, yeah, thumbs ups. No, that doesn't do much.
Typically, it's like and share.
Like and share.
Also, Matt Mattoon here, producer.
Oh yeah, hey Matt, how you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, thanks Matt. Because
I'm actually now paying attention to what you're saying because everything is green light over here.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying that the audio is good. The chat is just blank right now, so that means.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Ben Erickson's here because Ricky shared it. Thanks, Ricky. Who's Ricky? Actually, we were going to have the KTM Husqvarna and Gas Rally team on tonight. They were going to be in here live in studio because they're in our backyard. But Ricky showed up instead, and he banned them, right? Didn't you?
I told him to get off the porch.
Get off the porch. Yeah, he flexed a little bit. So, hey, we're going to do a bitchin' round of Rooster Endo tonight.
Very special round.
Very special round, we think. We're going to do, we don't have any, nothing came in a box, so we don't have anything to open up. We have a Preston Campbell's shirt, one left to give away, and here's how the contest works. It's called Make Your Own Contest. And so you make your own contest, and then you win it. And you do this kind of in the chat room right now, and then we'll send you the shirt. Jesse G won it last week, and now we can't get a hold of him. So if
he's actually in the chat right now.
He's in the chat. So, Jesse, you're the winner of the other Preston Campbell T-shirt, courtesy of Mojave Bob. And we actually are super stoked that whatever you did, you won it. I don't know how you won it, but it was awesome. So that goes away. We're giving stuff away. That should increase the likes by at least 22%, Logan?
Hopefully.
According to your research. And then we had another thing. If the sound sucked tonight, we are going to enlist Mojave Bob to stand behind us and then do sign language, and like flap his arms around or whatever you would do to, like all the really important people have.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Bob, we should practice this because it would look much better if you were standing like in that corner right there and just doing sign language. That way, we would seem more important.
Doesn't Heather do sign?
I don't know. Not to me. Yeah, well, she does it. She tells me I'm number one all the time. So
I know sign. contest too.
Yeah, so Jesse G, hey, thanks for winning that contest. Brian Harris, as a new rally rider, is the new X worth, or can it carry my first Gen X work? Can my first for rally riding B class at SRA? Any bike works for rally. You could ride, because when you're learning how to rally ride, it doesn't really matter what you're riding because you're not learning how to ride. Hopefully you have that on point. You're learning how to navigate. So if your motorcycle can take you from one note to the next note to the next note to the next note, you're probably fine. So that any X will work. And then when you get better, then you start thinking about, hey, what kind of bike do I want to use? What's the ideal setup? How long are the stages I'm riding? All this stuff. We'll get into it with Ricky. He's probably a much better person to answer that than me. Like to thank our sponsors. New sponsors this week. Thank you, Matt. Matt has been on the ball here, making stuff happen.
I'm going to put up their logo. Yeah, look at that.
Our new sponsor is Yamaha. That's the red Yamaha logo. I was going to say Blue Crew.
They are Blue Crew. They only send me like the Yamaha
the
Revs Your
official
Heart
one,
logo.
yeah. Because the official color is actually red, which is interesting. That's why they in the 84, 85, they switched back over to red and white. You don't know this. You probably weren't born.
No.
Logan, you don't remember this?
Mm-mm.
Your dad doesn't have any of these in the garage. No vintage Yamahas.
It's yellow.
It's yellow. That's before the red and white ones. And then they went through
purple one too.
They went through a purple phase. Yeah, there's a lot of phases. But anyways, thanks for Yamaha for coming on. They are helping you get this podcast for free. So I'm going to do a Yamaha read, and I want you to pay really close attention to how I do this. So I practiced this. Mm-hmm. Ask Matt, because we wanted to know how long it was going to be. Yep. I practiced this. And
it went moderately successful.
It was moderately successful. I'm going to do my best at saying this out blubbering. And then guess what? You have one too. But you get to do that like someplace later on in the show. Now you're nervous.
Yeah, there's the...
Anyways, experience the pure performance and exhilarating power of the full line of Yamaha YZ two-stroke bikes. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com today to explore what's new for 2022. The revised YZ125 makes the perfect step-up machine. That's like you, stepping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you skipped it. You kind of did KTM 125, but you skipped the Yamaha 125. Mm-hmm. Featuring an all-new engine, revised 6-speed transmission, new brakes and suspension setting, improved rider ergonomics with a new aggressive styling, and more. I like the new aggressive styling on the new bike a lot.
Yeah.
You know what really hurts me, though, is now my old one will never look this good. The YZ250 is also improved rider ergonomics, new front and rear brakes, updated suspension settings, and aggressive styling. And for a truly race-inspired look, check out the YZ250 and YZ125 Monster Energy Yamaha Racing Editions. And for the next generation of riders, there is the YZ65, the YZ85, and the YZ85 LW, which stands for Big Wheel, delivering big bike specs in a smaller package. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com to find your YZ and enter the victory lane today. Actually, I should have said victory zone. But
I was about to say that. I was about to say it's victory zone.
There was a little impromptu in some of that stuff. It sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like an announcer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to be an announcer.
Just a podcaster.
Just a podcaster. It pays less. It's better for me. So, yeah, thanks to Yamaha for coming on. Thank you to TrailTech. TrailTech has their new improved dock for the Voyager Pro. It's an aluminum. It's a built aluminum mount. It has a screw thing instead of the push buttons. Improved contacts. That's the way it transfers the power and all the plugs into the thing so you can dock and undock the unit. And if you haven't used one before, buddy tracking is the best feature about the Voyager Pro. So you need to get your buddies to have one too, and then you can see where everybody's at. Talked a little bit about that last week, but I'm a big fan of the Voyager Pro, especially when I'm riding with groups. So if you ever want to go riding with me, you have to have a Voyager Pro. It's a new rule because I don't want to wait for you. You can just follow my trail because then we're buddies, and then I leave a buddy trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like I wish they call it Friends Trail, and then I could say I had friends. I'm like, you riding with me? Yeah, I have friends. You laughing? Right. And Climb. Climb is a big supporter of my off-road riding school. They've actually been helping me out with gear. Ever since they started making dirt bike gear, I still have the very first pair of Climb pants that I ever had. They are relics, but all of the stuff they designed in the very beginning is kind of held true in all their stuff. These guys make really durable, good-fitting, functional motorcycle gear. So if you are curious about your next gear purchase, I suggest that you give Climb a very serious look, especially off-road. I've worn it the motocross track too, by the way.
Yeah.
Especially the vented stuff. The XC Light gear actually works at the motocross track. And I almost went to Sandy. Actually, I rode out to Sandy Valley motocross track on Friday night. I was out doing some rally prep stuff. And I was wearing my Climb gear when I went there, but I did not ride around the track. I just went in to check it out to see if they changed anything or whatever. But so I was at the motocross track in my Climb gear.
Did they change anything about Sandy Valley? Because last I heard, it was pretty much the same.
It's pretty much the same. They've been doing some work. I mean, they're trying to make it a little less hard packed and get some sand and stuff there. I mean, just considering the temperature we have out here, it's hard for them to keep dirt in it. But
right.
Yeah, I went there to do a little bit of that, look at it a little bit for our Prump off-road motocross track we're going to be hopefully having here pretty soon, just see how things work. So, but I didn't make it back out. I was almost going to go back out on Saturday night, and then Saturday night rolled around a little too quick for me. So that's all the reeds we have.
DDC? Are they still?
DDC, yeah. Sprocket's still behind me, right? Yeah,
right there.
Delaney drive components. It's kind of I need more sprockets is what I need.
There we go.
Actually, I don't need them because they don't wear out. So there's my DDC plug. Logan, you have DDC on your bike?
No.
Have you worn your sprocket out?
Usually I don't have a dirt bike long enough to wear one out, but
Because you crashed them?
no.
Oh, yeah, you don't ride enough is the problem. So, okay, where's my questions? Can I have my question sheet over there? I want to just bone up that. Oh, yeah. Anything else new that I need to get into?
I just want to say thanks to Taco Mike for getting me set up with the EXC Tech Talk group.
Oh, cool. Welcome the EXC FE Performance group on the Facebooks. Taco Mike, who is currently deep in negotiations. You know what? He was supposed to send me some stuff, and then I would have had a new box. Actually, Hey, Jim, you're looking pretty busy there with the pizza. Would you mind checking my mailbox? Out, yeah, in the front there, and see if there's a package in there. That would be awesome. We could open it up on the show. That's a segment we have here because you get 18 million views when you open up a box.
Well, it has to be Logan who opens up the box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan opened the box. Logan also brought to you by Yamaha
Yeah.
because you blow up KTMs,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're wishing you had a Yamaha, right?
Well, the
Sorry to put you on the thing there. Okay, first question.
Brad Sanders, for what it costs to build, Ricky's bike is better be effing cool.
Well, cool. Yeah, I think he's talking about putting it on the roost in it. Do we have a picture of Ricky's bike in the thing there?
No, I'll pull it off of Facebook though, really quickly.
Yeah, if you could get one.
I can do that right
Actually,
now.
I put it in. Where did I put it? Oh, it was on Facebook. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Put
No,
a
I'll pull it
picture
off
of
Facebook. No, don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
He has to be here to defend that. Well, that's going to be debated, Brad. It's a works bike. It's a factory bike, so it kind of starts out at a higher level, but we'll get into it. What does Kevin want to know?
I have an 06 CRF 250R with a 280 millimeter Athena big bore kit. Valves are within spec. Just double.
It's not a 280 millimeter. I think he meant to say CC.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just double checked. I am at sea level and I cannot get it to start when hot. It will start cold, no problem, but lean pops extremely bad. Fuel screw is in about 1.5 to 2 turns out with a 40 pilot and 172 main, and clip is in 3rd position on the needle. Timing is spot on as well. Any ideas?
Oh, I have a lot of ideas, but so basically he has a modified CRF 250R. He's got a 280 kit on it, and he threw out some numbers of jets and different things like that. But his problem is hard starting. He cannot get it to start when hot. And the first thing I go to is, just when anybody says this, it's the valves are tight. Actually, they usually don't start cold is the thing. But when they get hot, when they don't start, then it kind of opens up the opportunities for different things to kind of come into play. And so, but he says it starts cold, no problem. And so lean pops, this perception lean pops can be a number of things. And generally it's an exhaust leak someplace. And more often than not, quote, lean pops, this is caused from usually rich mixtures getting into the exhaust, in my experience, and then air getting in there and causing the pop you hear. So, but that shouldn't have anything to do with the starting, other than maybe it's actually too rich. And so when I kind of go back and I think about this, it starts easy when it's cold. Well, rich helps a bike start. Like a choke usually adds extra fuel, makes a bike start. So when it gets hot, all of a sudden it's too rich, and it's making your bike become hard to start. So I don't know what the settings are, but that bike, I believe that bike has a hot start lever on it. And so that's why they put those on there, because in the early days it was mostly because when bikes would the 4-strokes would fall over and stuff, they would a little bit of fuel would spill into they would spill out the overflows, but it also spill into the intake track, and then it would be rich. And so, but they also had pumper carbs. So if you turned the throttle, you would squirt even additional gas inside of it. Or a lot of times guys would stall by giving it too much gas. It would squirt too much fuel in there. All of a sudden you have this rich mixture sitting inside of the intake track, and the bike doesn't want to start. So experienced riders learn to go ahead and turn it wide open, hold it wide open, don't move the throttle, and then just kick it through 5 or 6, 7, 8 times. Then let go of everything and give it one kick and the bike starts. So I would check if it starts easier with the hot start button, the lever, or if I don't know if the bike actually has one. Sometimes there's a hot start button on the carburetor. Or if you're very careful and it doesn't start hot, try cracking the throttle very slowly up to about like a 1/16 of throttle. I mean, just lift the slide up ever so slightly, and if the bike starts then, and it'll go pop, it'll really start and rev up quick. You know, some of our KTM 250s.
Yeah.
You know how I start those sometimes. Mm-hmm. They have this sort of same symptom. They need to be a certain level of richness to run, but they don't seem to start very easy. So you just crack the throttle, which is essentially like they don't have a hot start button. They have a decomp button. They actually have a hot start button. You have to reach underneath the tank and push it. So I just crack the throttle the same amount that the hot start button opens the slide up, and then that starts your bike. So I'm just guessing it's your bike overall is just a little bit too rich. So maybe, and I think I don't remember, but I think those things had 32 pilots or something in them. And my experience with big bore kits is they usually liked a little bit richer, but not that much richer. It was mostly in the needle is where the richness to get them jetted perfect was kind of achieved. So, you know, back in 2006 when I was at Dirt Rider, I think we did a test with a whole bunch of different big bore combinations. And I'll tell you right now, it was some of them were bore only, some of them were bore and stroke, some of them were stroke only. And I'll tell you what the biggest problem with that test was jetting. Because most of the bikes required a significant amount of jetting, much to the demise of Jay Clark, who was putting it all together for us, because we wanted to tell everybody how the bikes worked, but we spent more time jetting those bikes, working on, we'd ride a couple of them. It's like, can't test this. This isn't right. It's like, well, this bike just came back from, dirt bike, and this one just came back from Transworld. And it was like, yeah, but it doesn't run. And, well, they said it was great. And I'm like, there you go. It looks good. It looked really good. So, yeah. Once you start monkeying with these things, you're going to have to spend some time jetting it. And I think that's the answer. So, did I answer Kevin's question adequately? Worth what you paid for? Okay. What do we got? What is Ozum's Adventure of Random Stuff?
Awesome review. I'm getting myself one. Was tied between this and a Duke 390, but because commuting plus traveling is my forte, and I'm not quite chasing speed, and I can touch ground on my feet, no brainer. Yeah.
Oh, it's lots of emojis.
Yes.
Our KTM 390 video gets a ton of traffic, and so I'm glad he chose this above the Duke because now he's going to go in the dirt, another dirt guy. So good. It sounds like the bike fits him. That's kind of what we said in the review, even though everybody told me. What were our comments last week? We don't know what we're talking about. We modified it too much.
Yeah.
If you need to buy that much modifications, you should just buy a different bike.
Just buy a different bike?
Yeah, yeah.
What if he's a small dude? So, okay, next.
You want a shot at this, Jimmy? RJ?
RG?
RG?
No, that's for you.
Okay.
You take Spanish in class, right?
That's not required anymore, so.
It's not.
It should be.
Not
That or Chinese.
Not if you go out of state with college. Not in Nevada. It's
Yep.
no colleges. I don't think any in Nevada require it.
So you should give it a shot though. This is your Spanish lesson for today.
Yeah. Marvelous video.
Whoa, okay. Say it in Spanish though.
Oh,
You don't have to translate it live. You just read it in Spanish and we'll translate it here.
Marveloso
Marveloso 2 video.
Yeah.
Yeah, great video.
Valencia.
Thank yous.
Una Puntagana
Pregunta.
El-
Elevator.
di Manalora Dante El Puerto Caparda ?
You're useless without that phone. Did you get your phone taken away from you?
No. It's
No?
just in my pocket.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought maybe you got in trouble. I thought that was, usually he translates it on his phone. Now he's having to do it old style analog. Uh-oh. It's just no packages? Oh, just some mail? It doesn't look very good.
What's in the box? Just bills.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't need this stuff. Okay.
Why Cotionas
E? E. Y is E, yeah. I don't know any of those words, so I can't answer that
Cien
question. You're supposed to translate it for me.
I thought Ricky
Wonderful,
was
your
coming
video.
on.
Congratulations. A question about the handlebar riser. Where can I buy it, and how many centimeters does it go up?
See, look at that. Somebody's on top of it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The handlebar riser, man, what did we use on that thing? George knows. George is into the in the chat room, and George knows the answers to this question. We put flex handlebars on it that were a little bit taller than stock, and the handlebar risers we used were KTM hard parts, and they were just tall bar risers is what we put it together. Where's Victor for the translation?
Yeah, I thought they were Black Dog, but I think I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, Black Dog. Not the bar risers. And there's a company called Rocks Risers that makes these pretty interesting bar risers. I've had good luck with in the past when I really needed to adjust the position of my handlebars, like on my BMWs. So there's those, but these were just kind of bolt-on KTM ones combined with a slightly taller handlebar. And I think we even added like another spacer underneath it somehow or another. So there we go. Next question.
Skip Fitch. I would like to buy back my 1980 XR80. Do you still have it?
I forgot I bought a XR80 from Skip, but I promise you that was during the peak of my XR80 modification years, and that thing got hacked apart the minute I got it home. I mean, it was like that engine came out and it probably went in something else, and I probably sold off whatever parts I could, and I was just in a quest for XR100, XR80 motors at the time. So Skip, you're out of luck. Actually, does that look familiar? That one? Could be. You never know.
I was going to ask if it was the red one up there.
No, that's CR80. Yeah, that's Johnny Campbell's, believe it or not.
Yeah. I knew one of these was Johnny Campbell's, but I can't remember which one.
Yeah. So, okay. That's the end of the questions on the list, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We need more questions from the
audience.
Yeah, from the audience here.
Oh yeah. If you have questions, you can always comment in the live chat, and they get put up on a board right over here that I can read.
Yeah,
that's why I'm always looking over to the side. I got the sketchy eyes going.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to go see if there's anything from the top.
Well, I can't read
the audio is good. Do you hear that? Yeah.
Well, Jesse's just saying that because he won a T-shirt.
No. He said that before.
So Chasing Waypoints, he has a podcast. Two-stroke for desert, new generation ones, fuel mileage, good training bike. Two-stroke for desert. It doesn't matter. Yeah, two-stroke, four-stroke, whatever you like. New generation ones. Fuel mileage. So it's kind of a question. I'm putting piece. I think I don't really get very much difference in fuel mileage on any bike that I'm riding, unless it's like a real emissions compliant bike that hasn't been modified much. Even some of the ones that have been modified a little bit still get a little bit better, but I think it seems like if somebody gets 35 miles an hour for 35 miles a gallon on a two-stroke, they're going to get 35 on a four-stroke, and if they get 40, they're going to get 40, and if they get 12, they're going to get 12. It's kind of how they use the wrist. And Bob is waving his hand. You don't want to come back here and wave hands?
No, I was just going to tell you that when we used to do the Baja races,
Bob was going to tell me.
254 strokes and the 252 strokes got the same mileage.
Yeah, okay. So 252 strokes and 254 strokes in Baja, according to Bob, got the same fuel mileage. So that's well for whatever that's worth. A good training bike. Any bike is a good training bike. We talked about this right at the beginning of the show. So that's good. Got any other ones there?
Oh yeah, we got tons. I'm just making sure.
We didn't
here
miss
we go.
any?
George,
Oh.
people like George, by the way. We got good reviews on George.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell him I said that, but
You just did. It's live on.
Oh,
the,
no,
And now
no.
George is going to be really happy. And,
no, he didn't hear that. Don't worry.
his neighbor is searching for a bike for hunting trips. He has a Rokon. Rokon is like a Christini, except 20 years newer. But it's just too rough. No suspension. Let the air out of the tires. Secret. Mostly wants to pack stuff around at low speeds and likely a lot of one-handed riding when he's carrying gear. He has a full-size dirt bike, but they are far too tall for what he wants for hunting. He spied my TTR and asked if it had plenty of beans in the bottom gears. I said yes, and he rode it and agreed. I told him a TW250, actually 200, might be, that's the fat-wheeled Yamaha bike, might be the right ticket, as the big wheels would help with the ride, and they already have front and rear racks for it. Any other ideas or thoughts? If he wants to ride one-handed, I think he needs a Recluse clutch. And I don't know if they make them for the TW200, but that thing probably is geared in such a way, or you could gear it in such a way that you could make it go slow enough where you could do that one-handed riding if you needed to. I'm not a big fan of the big, huge, fat, round, like ATC tires. They grab stuff you just don't expect them to grab when you're riding. And I think if you're used to it, it's not a big deal. But anybody who rides a normal bike, you're fine. But even if you're riding a single track trail, kind of plunking along like you're going to go hunting, and you kind of catch a rock on the side, those tires grab it and they try to hook onto it, and they pull or they deflect, and you never know
Right.
which way it is.
Which I've never ridden a motorcycle with the fat tires, but I know that fat tire your Christini fat tire e-bike that I rode, I noticed that. Like
it does it. Yeah.
yeah, it just going down the hills. I was like really uncomfortable actually because I could feel it trying to like if there was a rock sticking out a root, it would want to like try and grab it.
Yeah, they do. And so this is the same thing with those kind of bikes. And it's kind of it's a little bit like a Rokon, but I don't know, maybe a real Christini.
Right.
If you can get his hands on one, because you can get a clutch for a Honda 450X in there. Who else knows?
B Hoop had a question right here.
Okay. Is it okay to run a front wheel with a moose without a rim lock? Yes. I could not get the rim lock fully into the tire and the bead seated, so I just took the rim lock off. Yeah, you're fine. Ricky, you run rim locks? Nope. So factory Honda does not run rim locks on their wheels, and they have mooses in them, so you're as good as that. CRF 250 kit, could it be the mid-body gasket? San Felipe Bob suggests. That's highly likely. Actually, at a 2006, if a mid-body gasket takes a crap, really bad crap, that could cause a lot of problems too, or an air leak. Air leak less likely. Okay, Chris Reel. This is an expert. I haven't even read it yet, but this is an expert who's giving this expert opinion. Hard starting carb Honda. Be sure to play with the throttle cable. It's excuse me.
You good?
Yeah, good. Logan, what do you do now? Read the Yamaha ad.
There we go. Hold on, I'm gonna bring the logo back up too.
Okay.
Just because.
For motocross riders driven to dominate, the Yamaha YZ line of 4-stroke bikes are built to victory. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com today to explore what's new and improved for 2022. The YZ250F and YZ450F bring the performance and powerful 4-stroke engines, reduced unsprung weight, and new suspension settings. For the look of a full factory ride, both the YZ450F and YZ250F come with the exclusive Monster Energy Yamaha Racing Edition graphics package. And you can take precision tunability to the next level with the Yamaha exclusive and industry-only free Power Tuner app. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com today. Find your Yamaha YZ and enter the victory zone.
Okay, everybody, on a scale of 1 to 10, just put them up in the chats. 1 to 10, you're going to rate Logan's read. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't vote for yourself.
I was looking at the
10's good, by the way. So Chris Reel also said check the valves, but the guy assured us that the valves were in insert. He also said plug gap is important. That's always nice to know. Yep. And it's probably rich on the low speed circuit, kind of what I kind of thought maybe too. Mike P says the tire can spin on the rim hoop. This is true with the no rim lock, but usually they don't spin that much. Oh, hey, look, Don Fonseca gives us a forensic spelling of his name. Fonseca, yeah. Seattle, a debate. Settle a debate. No, I thought Seattle.
I was just gonna let it happen.
The forensic stuff just threw me right off the bat. Yeah.
Isn't it phonetic?
Phonetic spelling?
No, it's a phonetic spelling.
I'm just trying to get my words straight, so I'm going to Seattle a debate.
Yeah, he said forensic.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's as bad as you are.
Yeah. I don't really know these things.
Well, now we need chat to rate Jimmy.
Chat what?
Now we need the chat to rate Jimmy and how he's
Right.
handling
Okay,
this question.
yeah. Well, don't confuse him because I could shut the show down. Evidently, you should always ride on the balls of your feet at all times, and move your feet each time you brake and shift, or ride always on your midsole to reduce the chances of hurting your ankles if you hit a jump wrong. Does it matter if you ADV dual sport or at the motor track? Wow, Don, that's actually a really good question. Matt, save that for a Better Rider podcast.
Will do.
Yeah, that's a better topic served there. But Don, since you asked right now, I'm going to answer it. Logan, you got this in the notes that Jimmy answers a tricky question about where to put your feet on the foot pegs. Yeah, right. That's one of the things we put in the thing. It doesn't matter. It really. I don't want to. I don't. It does matter, but in reality, it kind of depends on what you're doing. And the way I look at like your feet on the foot pegs is, what are you trying to accomplish while you're riding? I want to ride as fast as possible, as relaxed as possible, with putting the least amount of energy into the motorcycle that I can. So I tend to ride the majority of the time kind of on the ball, not on the balls of my feet, more in the arches. Kind of, I'll call it the most balanced position I can find on my feet. Because remember, you're standing on a foot peg, and if you're on the balls of your feet, you're actually kind of having to use muscles to hold your body up. Okay, so I find a more central position on my arch where I'm not, having to really work my calves to keep myself on the motorcycle. If I have to go on the balls of my feet to make the bike do something, I'm probably not doing it exactly right, or I haven't learned how to do it right by letting initiating the bike into that position or whatever it is. And I can see, going back onto the balls of your feet, like when the balance of the bike puts you on the back of the foot pegs, if that makes sense. Like, so you're going down a really steep hill, for instance, all of a sudden you're going to kind of roll back on the feet because that's the most balanced place you can be. And then you start thinking about the other time you might be doing this is when you're braking, and that's why you actually kind of lock your left foot, right? This is the left side, left foot. You lock it on the back of the foot peg, and you actually use your toe. You reach for your toe to get there because you're also getting back on the motorcycle. So it's actually a pretty complex explanation of something that's. I know a lot of riders say to ride on the balls of your feet, or coaches and stuff. And I always look. Here's just to break it down, make it as simple as possible. If you're on the balls of your feet, that's an attack position. Like if I walk up to you, we're just standing there. I'm just walking up to you, and I just reach up like I'm going to strike you. I'm going to punch you. What do? You roll up on the balls of your feet, right? You go, oh, and you're tense. That takes a certain amount of energy. And if you want to ride like that all the time, be my guest. You're going to get very tired very quick. I want to ride just level. So when you walk up and you say, like this, you think about where you stand and how you stand. I want you to be as relaxed as possible all the time, even when you're going ridiculously fast, because then you always have the ability to roll up onto the balls of your feet when something starts going wrong. If you've given that away by riding there all the time, you don't have the next level to progress to. So that's my take on it. And I actually have another interesting story about that. When I was riding endurocross back in the early days of endurocross, Gary Bailey, who's, if you're not familiar, he's the professor of motocross schools and stuff. Check the internet so you can find videos of Gary Bailey riding schools way back in the day. He was there kind of coaching a couple of the different riders, and he was kind of surprised. And I'd known him for a while from just different things. He goes, you're like riding through the gnarly rock section and doing all this stuff, and you're on the arch of your feet. Why aren't on the balls of your feet? He just didn't. He's like, why are you doing this? I go, well, because I'm not going fast. I told him, I said, because I was just trying to survive around the track, and that's the way I wanted to ride these things, because you just get so gassed. And I go, I'm not really going fast, and I don't need to. I'm not really attacking. And he's all, huh? And it was interesting, but he picked up on it right away because he was really big on preaching riding kind of on the balls of your feet for certain circumstances. So I've heard it from a lot of different people and thought about it a lot, and that's the way that we do it. So the more you kind of shift into adventure riding, ADV riding, and stuff like that, the more you're kind of just trying to conserve energy and save energy, and that's why I think it works better. So Dan Fonseca, hopefully that answers your question. And Bob's raising his hand, so now that means I've caused confusion. Bob has a question. Do you think you should jump in front of the line and all these nice viewers?
It goes along with this question.
Oh, it goes along with this question, so we should tie it in.
Right, and so you've mentioned a couple times that you like riding with your shoulders up, and I'm.
Oh.
Is that just something you're comfortable with, or what advantage do you think it gives?
And Bob's asking. I've mentioned a couple times why I ride with my shoulders up, and I don't know. Other than, do you know how when someone shrugs at you when they don't know what you're doing, like this? That's probably why. I don't know what I'm doing, or you're doing. Okay. Got another one?
Chris Reel had some more input for that Honda guy.
If the bike has the heart start lever, be sure that it's releasing the plunger and the carb. That's a good one. So not only the throttle cable adjustment properly, the hot start could be cracked open. Test this by running the bike and pulling a lever. If the bike revs up and responds to lever pull, then the plunger is free. That's excellent advice, Chris. See? The collective mind hive here helps everybody out.
It's a group effort for Tech Talk Taco Tuesday.
Yes. Victor says, "Hola amigos, you speako Spanish." Yes.
Yeah. I actually, I actually really like this chat right here.
Scott Zundell just picked up a very lightly used RMX 450Z this past weekend. I would have never considered it based on most of the reviews out there. Thanks for your accurate and honest review of an underappreciated bike. Oh, I remember telling somebody on this show that was a good bike.
I don't know who, but all I know is RMX. I'm pretty sure that's the bike that I have the coolest picture of me riding. Is from I think a 17 RMX.
Yeah,
it's the only time I got a picture of me doing like a one-hand drag while turning.
One-handed drag.
Yeah,
showing off.
Yeah, showing off.
Right.
So
hey, Ricky,
that's a great bike.
You hear Ricky? Your mom says hi.
Oh, he's coming.
Yeah, your mom says hi. I guess that's a good reason to bring him on the show, right? No? Michael Nichols says, I have an older Rokon right here now. Not a big fan of it. And if Matt would scroll back up, I could read the rest of it. The other way. Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yep. Probably better off with a dirt bike for most off-roading. This is correct. I did a test of a Rokon back in Cycle World back in the day. Actually, on one of the early Tech Talk Taco Tuesdays, like episode 1 to 10. And if we had these cataloged, Logan, we would know
9.
right away. 9.
I'm pretty sure 9.
How do you know this?
I just was scrolling through old TikToks.
Oh, okay. So we actually talk a little bit about the Rokon. That's good. Little pre-show talking to. Got this in order. That's good. Episode 9 for your Rokon review. So
also, Victor also said the audio is great. Would just like to point that out.
That's in English though. It's probably bad in Spanish.
Oh well, I can't set.
And George says he doesn't think he necessarily wants to ride one-handed, but you know how that goes when you're lugging stuff around. I think he's talking about like when you want to have a suds in your hand.
Right, and in a specific circle as well.
Yeah, I've ridden around. We were doing the flat track race one day, and I mean George and I were racing, and Jim can attest to this, right?
Yeah, the beer in your hand.
I passed him with a Miller High Life in my hand.
Yeah.
I had a helmet on. I was full gear, but somebody handed me a beer, and I just kept riding.
Yeah.
You can do this on a flat track.
So Logan got decent reviews actually. 7.2, 9.5, 9.55. And then you got a 1 from Jesse G, by the way.
Right. Oh well, that T-shirt's still sitting on the floor behind me. It might sit there for another couple weeks.
Jesse said we had good audio, so therefore he's going to get that shirt no matter what.
Okay, somebody else has to ship it, not me.
Yeah.
This is why we don't do T-shirts at Dirt Bike Test anymore. Bob's going to ship it. That's why he's raising his hand. He said he'll handle it. Got it. And he's going to feed my cat. Yes.
So when you're hunting.
Hunting, yes.
Yes, with hunters, serious hunters.
Serious
You
hunters.
need a bike that's low to the ground and stable, because when you put the rifle on automatic and fire 3-second bursts at whatever you're trying to hit.
3 seconds.
Yeah, it's really difficult to hang on unless you have a real low, stable.
We're talking about how to shoot out of a moving vehicle on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. I don't endorse this. I don't even think it's illegal. I don't think it's illegal to hunt off of a vehicle. You have to get off of it, right?
You're supposed to.
Yeah, you can't do this. So you should know the rules, Bob. Don't be spreading fake news around here. I don't want like young Logan may decide he wants to go hunting on his next bike, whatever.
Also, isn't it illegal to drink a beer while riding a vehicle?
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody would ever do that.
Yeah. But I
I didn't say I was drinking it. I said I was holding it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was transporting it around the circle, around the outside of George.
Never get to drive.
Yeah.
So Victor did confirm it's illegal to shoot from a vehicle.
Yes, I know this.
Oh, RL.
Yeah, Jimmy, what are the 4 medals that are hanging on the wall behind you? Well, thanks for asking, RL. They're ISDE gold medals that I actually won. So you may just think I'm just a loudmouth on the internet, but because I have those, you should believe everything I say. That's the way it works around here. Racing credibility just
Weren't you
can't.
telling me you actually have 8 medals, but
I have 8 because my dad lost 4 of them and he felt really bad about them, and then so somehow he managed to get a replacement set. So this is the set that I have. I don't know where the other set is.
Okay.
I just know there's 8 of them someplace. I think they
Right.
might be at the other house. They might be there someplace. I don't know. My shrines to myself that I erect all over the place, I don't keep track of them, and sometimes I forget. But I did find my Dakar jacket, my podium Dakar jacket, thanks to my chiropractor. I left it with him, and he forgot that he had it, and then I asked him like 4 or 5 times, and then he remembered. So I got that was a thing. Kyler says it's not illegal on your own private property. What, shooting guns or
I think
riding around with a beer in your hand?
that one.
I do think it's illegal. I think it doesn't matter where you're doing it. Yeah, I think it's illegal. So you just got to be careful.
Kurt Jones has a good question.
Kurt Jones has a good question. I just purchased a 19 KTM 500 EXC with only 400 miles. It has a professional installed lowering kit on it. I'm 6'2", and I don't need the 48 millimeter drop, but the new springs are just right for my 223-pound riding weight. What is the professor's opinion on lowering kits on PDS bikes?
Who the hell was riding that thing? Oompa Loompas?
He's not an Oompa Loompa. He's at 6'2", yeah. But Logan, what do you think? Caught you off guard, didn't I?
Yeah.
You need to be sitting over there like you're sitting on the starting line of a race, just waiting for me to just toss it over, just like ready to.
Well, I don't really have an answer. I've never really ridden on a lowered bike.
Liar.
The X Trainer?
Nope. Yeah, X Trainer's a lowered bike.
Aren't some of the rentals lowered?
Yeah, I remember when you were kind of coming off your smaller bike, and I put you on all those bikes. The DRZ's lowered. That KTM 250, the one with the black shrouds, lowered. Oh, yeah. Here we go. So Logan, who's a smaller dude, used to be a smaller dude. How tall are you now?
According to my permit, I'm 5'8".
Well, I'm almost shrinking to that size right now. So if you put on any bulk, then we can box and we'll see how it goes. So the man, at 6'2", you don't need a lowered bike. And generally when they lower the bikes, they also use, it depends on the suspension tuner, who actually did it, how they did it. They use oftentimes shorter springs as well, which tend to be stiffer. Like most springs, as you shorten them, if you cut them shorter, they just tend to be shorter. They tend to be stiffer. Yeah, I don't know the exact specs on that, but so if the spring rates are good, find out what the spring rate is and just get those in the normal size. And at 223, you're maybe a spring rate or maybe 2 above standard. A 19 KTM 500 is oh man, I've changed so many of those things just lately. I don't know what the standard 6.2, 6.5, 6.8, something weird like that, because they're triple rate. They're progressive springs. I would go with standard or one up from standard, and you'll probably be pretty happy. The other thing, Kurt, is poke around on the internet. There's so many people like on the KTM EXC forum, which is watching tonight, the EXCFE forum. If you put out there, hey, I have lowered suspension for this bike with this many hours on it, I'm pretty sure you can find somebody that wants lowered suspension, that because they feel like they need it or they're shorter, and you may be able to do kind of a swap, and you don't have to have it done. Or if it's time for a service on that bike, then it's real simple. When they do a service, it's real simple to take that stuff out, but you will have to probably, especially in the forks, replace the springs. So there we go.
Victor actually has a question.
Victor says, do you trust those tubeless kits for adventure bikes where you seal the wheels internally with some tape and goo? I just did this last week. Do you know I did this?
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, I
don't think Victor was here last week.
No. Did I talk about it on the show?
I think a little bit.
So I took a spoked wheel, and I used gutter sealant, like a roofing gutter sealant, because it was watertight, and it said, I read all the logos. A friend of mine told me to use something called Volcom. It's a I don't know if it's a brand name or something. It's like, but I actually just looked at all the different sealants, and this stuff is like a clear, thick. Really, it doesn't even really want to stick to itself after it comes out of the container. And so I did laps around all of the spoke nipples and filled those holes in. And then I took duct tape and wrapped it around that, and then kind of squeezed it down and pulled it pretty tight. But because there was a lot of gap, but it actually ended up leaking out of the side. And as far as I know, the thing's still holding air. I went and put it on a bike, but it's kind of slow drying. Took like 24 hours to kind of harden up, but it remains a kind of a gummy. It was super, super sticky stuff. And but so I don't know about the kits or what they use, but that's what I did. It seems like it worked, and it was actually on a wheel that was set up by a company called Woody's Wheel Works that had, they had some stuff, but it had been so long since it was on there that the stuff that they used actually kind of cracked. And when I pulled it apart, there was like 3 layers of goops, different things. Mm-hmm. Like that's some of those white chips, when you drive in on the driveway there that are kind of in the gravel, those white chips. That was like one of the layers, and then there was 2 different kinds of things. One around the outside of the nipple on the rim, and then there was something actually right on top of the nipple. So they had a triple layer of stuff on the rim, and it worked for a long time. But I think one of them dried out or gave up the ghost, because every time I put air in it, like bubbles would be coming out of the spoke nipples when I put it underwater. So George is answering my questions. Good job, George. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, he put a good link in.
What did George get for his rating? Did he get a 4 or 5? Is he better than me?
Probably better.
Yeah, Victor says, I know Volcom. So, yeah, you probably used Flex Seal. I did not use Flex Seal. It was literally some rain gutter for the side of your house. It was some gutter guard or something like this, but it was you get it in the paint section kind of a thing. So, but yeah, I should have used Flex Seal, because then I could, float my boat, whatever that guy does in that thing.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Okay, we got through most of those questions.
Yeah,
okay,
Jesse did have one more question about like where to get suspension done in the Vegas area.
Don't you know somebody?
No.
You're shrugging your shoulders.
Wait,
like I ride.
Gary, Race Tech.
I've heard Gary's name a few times. I couldn't remember it.
So that's out of Sportsman Cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's at Race Tech.
Yeah, I knew John's had his stuff done there a few times. Everybody seems like they're happy. Yeah. And the Race Tech stuff, it works. I mean, it's like all suspension, like just like suspension guys, but even suspension companies, like in my experience of riding all these different suspension companies stuff, like Race Tech has a flavor, Pro Circuit has a flavor, Factory Connection has a flavor. Now I know Kreft has a flavor. I mean, they because it's an art. I promise you, suspension tuning, it's not a science. Even as much as Race Tech really tries to break it down to a science, because Paul Theed is that way. That it's kind of an art, and you won't know unless you try it. And I have not ridden any Race Tech stuff lately to see. In the old days, it seemed like they were big on the springs. They really wanted the spring to do a lot of the work, and kind of lighter on the valving was my take. Where like on the other end of the spectrum, it was a lot of times when I felt like Pro Circuit tended to be lighter on the spring, heavier on the valving. If I could put it very simply, even though it's not exactly that simple. Okay, Ricky, you have to come on the show now. George requested.
He wants you to replace Jimmy.
Yeah. I can get up and leave.
I can get up and leave too. We can leave Logan.
How loud?
You're not.
But Logan's the best part of the show.
He's the anchor. Okay.
Also, George got an 8.3. By the way.
8.3. That's from
Yeah.
San Felipe Bob, so it doesn't count. We just disqualify that right away.
I think
San
it was-
Felipe Bob, what's up with your kid? He said he was going to help me pick out nuggets for the show. I sent him some instructions, different things. Ricky Brabec, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks.
You're going to help us with the Rooster Endo. Logan, don't run away. You got to take that board down. You're the only one that can do it, I think, because you built it. How's that new board coming, by the way?
The woodshop teacher won't let me build anything yet.
I have a full wood shop here, Logan. I have wood and wood shop and things, dangerous tools. Actually, you need to go to you need to go back to manual like hand saw. I actually cut a piece of wood with an old
I
saw,
all the time.
big old wobbly blade and everything. So, Ricky, do we have to explain this to you?
No, you.
He's done this before, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, you were on the show. Oh,
Alpine Star Ride Day.
oh, that's right. I was a busy day. I forgot a lot of stuff already.
Yeah, I think that was our second episode ever doing it, too.
Hey, look, there's Matt on the back of the board.
Yeah.
You made it all the way to the back. Okay.
Don't forget this one.
Don't forget that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
That's
keep
for
that
the
one
end.
in my pocket.
That one's for the end, yeah.
Yeah, I got that in my
You've got
pocket.
that in your pocket.
Right. I haven't done it. I've got you in my pocket for a long time. Need to do things. So the way this works is so you grab a photo of anyone you want.
Dude, there's so many here.
Well, I know it's a long segment. We try to kill time.
Yeah.
We got to get up and ride rallies tomorrow, and
I
not one of
know.
those little teeny tiny road books like this big. It's a
Not
big,
one of those KTM road books.
No, it's a fatty. We're riding. Ricky's got a fatty road book. It's like this. Wouldn't even fit in the Brabec holder. So, that's that. Give me that,
Dude,
one.
I've seen this floating around Facebook for a couple
we got
days.
just that. I'll keep that on my side for a little because we're going to talk about it. That's actually one of my bikes. I'll tell you a lot about that. So pick one.
Man, I don't know.
You don't know? Just any. We're going
Just
through
any.
all of them.
Yeah.
This is
I like this one only
Okay.
because it's something I don't do.
okay. Give it to me. So
What's the name on it?
Then it's Brian.
Is it Downs?
Brian Downs. Yeah. Okay. So I'll hold it up, and then you tell me what it says there. You read off what this guy has. It's a 20.
Brian Downs has a 2021 Beta Evo.
Trials bike.
Best modification was going through Jimmy Lewis off road. Everything starts with balance. Thanks, George.
Wow. That's a glowing review. Jimmy Lewis Off Road. www.jimmylewisoffroad.com.
So did George teach him more than you, or
George
or
George. Yeah, George. It's George spelled Jorge, right?
George told him to buy the trials bike.
George told him to buy the Trials bike. So he bought it. He likes it. Trials bikes are super fun. I got into Trials a long, long time ago just to goof around, and then I realized how much I sucked as a motorcycle rider. Like, these things teach you so much because there's no mass of the motorcycle to kind of correct for your balance, and usually going so slow you just tip over. So it's going way up there.
The lack of the seat always throws me off.
Lack of a seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the pins.
Yeah, then the Tacosaurus.
Oh, they're in the Tacosaurus. So you grab a pin and you puncture it.
But who is doing this? Are you doing the Rooster Nindo, or am I doing it?
You are. You get to
So then why did you just tell me where you're putting it when I picked
Because
up
he's
the
used
bike?
to telling Logan where to put it.
No, I gave you like a direction. It needs to be on that side. It's over on the roost side.
And I would agree.
Okay,
that it has
good.
to be over there only because these look really fun.
I've got
and
one in my.
it's-
I've got one that's probably as old as you in my garage right now. So maybe on Friday when we get back here before we do flat track, if Logan will come over and prep the track, we can do some trials. He's not going to
Logan.
be here. He's gone.
Logan, we need another board, dude, because there's so many bikes on top of bikes here.
That's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's
Why don't
ju-
we just make a Rooster Indo wall?
And then we move the whole show. We we take a break, and then we
Yeah.
move to the rooster end of wall. Like,
Or it's just there the whole
we,
time.
we just move the camera. We have our
No,
cameraman.
this is the Roost side, and that's the Indo side. You have
like that whole section up there. I was going to put more mementos to myself. Up
Memorabilia?
there. Memorabilia.
Yeah, it needs more shrines.
Shrines. I'm just going to. So we can do that. That's a really good idea, though. That actually works. It could be in that way. We're not getting because I've seen like people
And I
get,
think you should do like maybe monthly new rooster indo, so that way your freaking wall's not overtaken by all these. So you keep your memorabilia up there. Dude.
got it. It's taken under advisement. We're going to put it to the committee. Remember, I'm only Mickey Mouse here. Like, you got to talk to Walt, and I don't know where he's at. I don't know where that guy runs. I don't even go to the board meetings anymore. They don't want me there. Okay, what's another bike? Pull
Oh,
another
you want
one.
me to keep picking?
Yeah, just grab one. Grab the Blue Crew over there. We're sponsored by Yamaha.
Yeah,
Dude, this
yeah.
guy has nothing. Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
he's got something.
Okay, get
Wait.
the Yamaha right there.
Oh, is this the?
We gotta read
we
the
need
name-
we need the
read the name.
4-stroke read for this one.
Read the name. So Nathan, I'll read the name
Zuziak.
and then you tell me what it is. Nathan
Blazvik.
Blazvik. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
It's a 98 YZ 400.
You need a new one. You need a new YZ 2022
Listen,
YZ
dude,
450.
listen, he's
Okay.
got an 09 450F carb on it, though.
Is it a
Think-
monster
okay.
edition though?
Oh, hold on, I'm sitting there. I'm doing math. So it's a 98, and he has the 09 carb on it.
And auto decompression hot cam exhaust intake.
That's good. That helps. Those bikes you used to have to use the little decomp lever to get them. I mean, you had to know how to find top dead center.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So what was that? It is that a
No, he's got a Scots and
Scots are the best.
Yeah, and he's got Pro Taper bars.
Pro Taper bars. That's a good. He's got a seat cover on it with grippers on it.
Not according to
Look
this
at-
paper, dude.
Look at his bikes in the back. There's two KLX 110s and a I think it's a PW 50 or a TTR 50 in the back. This guy's got a stable.
There's one on the left. I think there's two more on the left as well. Two more bikes.
Oh, I can't see it behind the other thing.
Yeah, there's like a white and red fender, and then there's like
Nice.
handlebars.
Oh, there's a quad back there too. So George and him would get along because they're
Oh
they're
no,
quad
that's
and
one too many
three-wheel
wheels.
riders.
Yeah, one too many wheels. It needs one less.
It's only up to 3.
That thing's pretty.
Yeah, but you can ride with one hand on the quad, drinking a beer and shooting.
That is an excellent point. Yeah,
It's, everything you just said was
So-
illegal.
So George's neighbors definitely need to
is
take
all
that
on
route.
All
Yeah.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah, quad. Like,
His neighbor Montana, right?
okay, where does this one go, Ricky?
Oh, you could do anything up there.
You can do anything.
Yeah. No one's up there anyway, right?
I think this is the middle of the line bike. I think it would rate higher. It looks like it's well taken care of. He's got a Pro Motobility kickstand on there. I can see that. He also has the stock sprocket on it, and like he didn't ride it enough, right, Logan? Yeah, he doesn't ride it enough.
Maybe
so-
the stock sprockets back then were the best.
No, the Yamaha ones were never really that good. I didn't get that much mileage out of my stock Yamaha
Well, I
sprockets.
thought Ricky was supposed to rate it.
I just took care of it.
Unfortunately.
He got a little nervous. Okay, next.
I just read what
Stage
the bike
fright.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll rate him. I don't care. What's next? Which one's next?
Let's go this one right here
Okay.
because it's got a big giant list and you don't even know what it is.
You got to say it's Chip
Oh, it's
Howell's
a-
bike.
Who?
Chip Howell. You know that
Cole.
guy? Cole Howell. Okay, Cole Howell.
But it's a
Let me see the picture because I got
dude.
to
It's got so much stuff.
give me the picture.
No, how about you read all the stuff? No.
Okay, you well, let me look at it for a second. I want to check it out. Oh, what is that thing?
It's
Hold on. It's a 2018 FE 450. It's up on the screen.
Yep. It's covering
This-
you.
It has a Scott steering damper. So now we got to reach out to Scott's.
Yeah. Yeah. They've been mentioned a lot now.
Yeah, so they're high up in the thing. Trail Tech Pro Moto Minded mount. Oh, you need the new Trail Tech mount. That's for sure. XL80 Baja Designs Moto Minded mount. That's a good headlight. That's like the best headlight that you can. That's the best headlight combo you can get. I have it on one of my KTM 350s. Sick ass starter kill and head switch light switch. Those are good. They make it smaller. IMS 3.2 gallon fuel tank. Best dual sport 90 tank fitting and fuel rail. Oh, that makes double the horsepower because it. Why does that?
I was.
Remember? Oh, like I don't know. Logan would have the episode if he had the spreadsheet going. So somebody asked about like the fitting. If it goes straight versus 90 degrees, if it was going to, this is fuel, by the way. If it was going to increase the it was supposedly going to increase the horsepower. Best dual sport smog delete. Recluse Radius X. That's the regular clutch. No, the Radius X is no. Yeah, I think Radius X is the just increased clutch. Aux rear handbrake. Okay.
So
well,
he has an automatic
no,
clutch.
no.
He has
So
a
then
rear
the
handbrake.
Radius X is the automatic clutch. Fastway extended foot pegs. They look bigger. A seat concept seat. Surprising.
Yeah. It's a good thing we reached out to them.
That seat looks bone stock.
No, the rear back in the back there's a little patch.
Oh, it might be a lower.
It's very
one.
small, but on the back of that seat there's a patch on it.
Enduro Engineering
very
front and rear
small.
disc guards. Lucky 2 carbon front suspension into dirt. I don't know what that is. It sounds like revalve suspension.
Skid plate?
No, that's a new built motor. Mad Jack. 1452 sprockets, Dirt Tricks washer, Super Sprocks. Dirt Tricks. Oh, okay. He's got the improved washer on the countershaft sprocket. That's I've had to use those many times. Myler's oversized radiators with engine-ites in them, billet radiator guards, and bracket and tubeless front and rear. He's replaced everything on the bike.
He bought the catalog.
Got the catalog. Yeah, that's got all the stuff on it.
Yeah.
If it works for him, that's really good. He didn't talk about the handguards, did he? I didn't read the handguards. He left something off the list, and for that you're going to get penalized. You're going slightly.
That's an endo, dude.
That's an endo for leaving
That's
something
an
off
endo.
with that list right there.
That's an endo?
With that list, and yeah, you're gonna.
That's an endo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't tell us what kind of tires were on it.
Well, I'm assuming Michelin because it's on the bike at least
Hey,
3
you
times.
would not be, dude. So many people put like all these stickers on their fork guards and run completely opposite tires.
Really.
Oh yeah,
Well, because it came on the sticker kit.
yeah.
Okay,
it can't
next.
go above that CR, even though you can't see the CR. It cannot go above the cool CR.
That
Next.
thing's got to go so far
It's
the other
No,
direction.
go put it lower. Put it lower. It's in front of the CR right now.
oh, it's in front of the CR.
It's in front of the CR. There you go. Yeah. The CR that had the electric start and everything, but you put it way too low. I still think that thing needs justice. This is way too cool.
Needs justice.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we're just going. Let's try to rank them by price. Figure out the one that's the least expensive right now out of these three that's left over here. Which is the least expensive bike?
That one.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, hold that picture up. This is Mitch's. Mitch Burlake's. An old XR650L that runs rich and has an obviously loud exhaust. Mitch is a local here in Pahrump. Kenda tires that have seen better days. Personally, don't think it's too loud, but the guy that owns the tank bag mentioned
I like that picture.
it. I was kind of hoping. Personally, don't think it's too loud.
It's
but-
got an Al Baker's on there, I think.
Yeah, he was actually going to go by Al Baker's in a couple of days because he's buying some parts for it. You could have delivered them for him.
I could have, dude.
Yeah, it's right down the street. He likes the old pig, so Mitch likes the old pig. Other than that exhaust, that's a good bike.
You said
Insert out of it?
the cheapest bike here,
That's the least expensive bike right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's somebody that's
but
like,
it is the most reliable bike here.
out of the ones sitting here for sure.
Out of the other two, same manufacturer.
You can run this thing out of water, and it'll run all day because it doesn't have any water in it. So here, you stick it on the board wherever you want. Remember, Mitch is driven for us. He was going to help drive, but he had to go someplace else.
Yeah, Al
A fun-
Baker's, dude.
A funeral. No, not good. So there we go. So what are you thinking of Rooster Endo so far? It's going to start getting good. We're getting up in the high price
I need
categories.
to put my 650 on this board.
You have one of those?
Yeah, dude. It's for sale.
Oh.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
so
way
it's
to
gonna-
advertise it.
I've never rode it.
Actually, Mitch might want to buy it. You never know.
The 650R?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wait, I don't know.
An XL 650R. That thing right
No,
there.
no,
An
no.
XR 650R.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember seeing a picture of that bike.
Yeah.
I've got one for sale too.
Mine runs.
Mine runs too. Mine has an electric starter on it.
Mine has brand new tires on it.
Mine has brand new tires too. Better than yours. Mine's better. Let's see. This one. is this. What's this one? Get me this. Brian Elliott. Hold that up. A 2018 FE 501. Didn't we just have one of these?
I believe so.
Second one. Suspension setup for me with AER 48 forks. With the air forks. Everybody hates those. How come you put those on? I like them. I like them. Vortex ignition, FMF 4.1, desmogged, seat concept seat, Husqvarna GPR damper with a submount, a Chirby's 3.1 gallon tank, Moto Z Tractionator Enduro IT tires, 49 tooth sprocket, and Fastway pegs. It's a good setup, Brian. I think it's not too long. The list isn't too long. Do you leave anything off?
I mean, he's got a really big rear fender bag that is definitely endo worthy.
I hate tank bags, but
Dude.
but it's got the tank that'll nut you a little bit.
But if you hit something and that rear fender comes up and hits you right in the ass,
he doesn't ride like that, Ricky.
How do you know?
I'm just
Dude, look at his
guessing.
boot marks. He definitely rides like us. He's got some
Look
rub.
at all those bikes in the background.
They're all the wrong bikes, but yeah, he's got a lot of them.
Dude, he's got a lot of bikes in there. He's even got like an old cruiser or something like that.
Hardly.
That's his trail bike. He's got to carry some stuff. Maybe he's got to put some suds in the back of that and some ammo, so when he's riding around, he's well to go. He doesn't have a recluse clutch, so he can't be doing. There's a PW50 in the back. I see it. I spy a PW50 in the back there. It's right down the middle of the road. I'm just gonna put him up on the side of roost, just a little bit on the side of roost. It's okay. It's either or here. It just can't get up to where the Husaberg's at. Like, that's really hard.
Dude, that thing, I saw it in the garage earlier.
I know.
I almost put it on my story, but I didn't.
Yeah.
That thing probably still don't run.
No, they both run. They rip. Logan, this board is.
I know it's getting pretty hard to put stuff in there.
Yeah, we're running out of room.
We're gonna do some board maintenance after this show, I think.
Okay. What's our last bike? Benjamin Wright. 2020 KTM 500 XCFW. Suspension setup for my tonnage. Recluse clutch. Ox Hydra brake. Rear handbrake. Modified stock exhaust. Cycra Pro Band handguards. Warp 9 foot pegs. Enduro Engineering 10mm bar risers. 10mm bar risers. He's got to be pretty big. Bigger dude. Let me see. Let me look at the picture. See what we're looking at here. That's a nice stock KTM. That's almost like my
Looks
factory
like your
bike.
background on your computer over there. Almost.
Yeah, I just sit here and drool over these things all day long.
I don't know why.
Jim sold me one of these, but his was in Italy. Was it Italy or Portugal?
Portugal.
Portugal. I bought a Portugal. It was kind of like this. That's a really good bike. Put it way up on the roost. Right? It's a close sibling of all the other KTMs that are way up there.
Dude, you can't just be putting these things up there on the roost because you like the color of it. You know they work like garbage.
No, they're great. Okay, Ricky. This is my first race in Baja. This picture.
It's coming up on the screen right now.
It's coming up on the screen. So this bike is a 1990 KTM 125, and look at the pipe on it. Look at it closely at that pipe. That's a factory. That motor was a factory motor, and had a factory pipe on it. And you notice it has a fairing on it. Like, this is before anybody even knew what to do with fairings. And
You must have been trying to go a couple miles an hour faster.
we were trying, but here, let me tell you this story about this bike. So Tim, I didn't know anything about Baja, and Tim says, "Oh, you got to jet 125s down at the beach. You got to go run them up and down the beach and jet them on the beach." So we went out there and we went away from what my normal jetting spec was because I was a little, I didn't want the bike to break. And so we went down to the beach. And this is Tim Morton, who's going to be inducted into the Motorsports Hall of Fame here real soon. He's suckered a lot of people into riding in Baja, not only racing with him, but on tours and stuff. Does Baja Bound Adventures. So if you want to go down and do a tour down in Baja, I highly recommend Tim. So we went down to Estero Beach and ran that thing up and down the beach and just kept going bigger and bigger and bigger on the main jet because I knew how to jet a bike. And it's like, it was lean. It was a little lean. It was a little lean. And it ripped. That was the fastest 125 in Baja for sure, especially with that fairing on it because it has a big bulbulous fairing that Bob.
Did I make that?
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, Bob. Did I make that? Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, you made one for me and for Dan Smith.
Yeah.
Yep. And so we had this fairing on the thing, and so we took off and we were just killing it, and then the race went up the summit. And we had to push the bike over the summit. I didn't. Tim did. It was so rich. It was literally like turning the choke on and then plugging up your air filter. It was so stinking rich. And I think we ran it like that. And it had a big giant, it had the big tank, the same when they were riding the 500s. And we ran out of gas. So talking about a 125 using more gas than the 500s was just I was an idiot at the time. I didn't know any better. And Tim didn't know KTM. So he trusted that I knew him and I didn't know any of the stuff. So that's my bike. That's my factory bike with the fairing on it. So where does that go? How do you like his bowling ball helmet he's got on?
I think the handlebars are bent, dude.
He's doing a one-hander. No, that's just you mean down?
I think. Look at the left hand.
That's no, it wasn't bent. That's the way we used to run them. That's the bar bend we used to have. Bars all angled down.
Really? What? Oh, okay. I can actually see it if you
Yeah.
on the other side. They're both hanging down.
Yeah, they're both down a little bit, but
Yeah.
the bar bends back in those days were down. I mean, like I remember, I see pictures of me racing motocross in the mid '80s and stuff, and the bars are just really, really the droop on them was pretty amazing. So, where does it go?
I mean, I would roost it.
You roost it? Okay, yeah, good.
It's not going to go anywhere with me, but I would try to ride it.
Those bikes were so fast. 6-speed transmission, Stuhlberger motor. The motor was built in Austria.
That's Tim in this picture. Yeah.
That's Tim. Yeah,
Okay.
that is Tim. So wearing the MSR gear.
Yeah. Well, that helps its rating actually.
Yes, Bob.
It's Baja Bound Moto.
Baja Bound Moto.
Yeah, that's Tim's company that gives it to him.
Right, not Baja Bound Insurance.
Right. It's
Baja Bound Moto, correct.
Baja Bound Insurance is also good.
Yeah, if you need insurance right down there, that's where I used to get it all the time. So next bike we have, Ricky, you may be familiar with this bike. I snapped a picture of it because it was in my garage. This is your factory rally bike. It's your practice factory rally bike. How many of these are there in the world?
I don't know. Maybe 6.
Maybe 6?
Yeah, I think all the team has one, so that's 4. And then I think no, there's 8 because there's
A practice bike?
there's 4 practice bikes and 4 race bikes, and then I think they go to the crusher.
So these things are essentially MotoGP bikes for the dirt.
Yeah,
So I should have done a better picture, but I was literally just walking by it and I snapped the picture. This one looks pretty clean. This one, it looks like really fresh. Yeah, because I've seen you bring some bikes over here that look like they're worked.
this is like the newest practice bike I've had. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a nice looking bike. So everybody probably wants to know like what's the question? How fast is it?
Yeah.
Is that the question? How many people ask that?
I'm pretty sure everyone would want to know.
Okay, so this is your chance to ask Ricky about his factory Dakar bike. He can probably answer like 7 out of the 10 questions you ask for legal reasons, right?
yeah, right. I honestly don't know how fast it goes. Every single bike that I ride is a little bit faster or a little bit differently tuned.
Yep.
So
Was my KTM 500 pulling away from you this morning?
no, I didn't know if you wanted to race or not.
We were going across a dry lake bed. I slowly started wicking it up to see what happened. I might have been trying to race. I don't know if I got it taped because that one I don't. I got to ride it the rest of the week, and I don't know how tight it is right now because I had some concerns. But so where are you at? 3/4 throttle?
Yeah,
About? You still had the turbo?
I still had yeah, had some more.
Turbo, and we were like doing what 90 or something.
I think 95.
Cruising at 90, and that bike would still accelerate. Let's see. He wants to know about the 70 Chevy in the background. That's not in my garage. I don't think.
Let's see. So George wants to know if it has the George emoji sticker on it.
Nope, not on this bike, George. And the only way to get that emoji sticker is if you come down and hang out with us.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we need a driver. Can you be here tomorrow morning at like 6?
Well, I see.
How does the practice bike differ from the race bike? It doesn't, does it?
It's the exact same motorcycle.
Yeah. Because, these guys now practice on what they're doing. And do you have your latest suspension on that thing too?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. What is some odd design quirk of those bikes that people don't really realize or think to ask? Any fun facts? Jordan Hugh E. Burr gets Hugerberts? How do you say that?
I'm going to say
Hugh E.
Huber Gretz.
Hubergretz?
Huber Gretz. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't worry, Jordan. We butcher everybody's name. What's a fun fact? How many gallons of fuel?
Yeah, it holds like 9 gallons of fuel. As far as like fun facts, I don't really know. It's like a normal motorcycle for me. You know, it's like the only thing I ride. So it's just natural for me to see something like this every day. And if you see normal motorcycles every day, then this is going to be a pretty wild machine to look at.
I'm always amazed at, like, because we were messing around with some of the wiring on the front to mount a different rally computer on it today, but like that tower, the carbon fiber tower, and like all of those wires and all their special sheets with all the connectors, and God only knows what the ECU looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't just have a plastic plug on it. It's got a lot of different plugs and stuff. But if you ever get a chance to look at a real works bike, which is kind of rare because they don't have them in motocross anymore, and you can see essentially MotoGP bikes and Dakar Rally bikes would be the two kind of extremes of these things, and just like it, some of the stuff on it is just it's bitching. It's just like that's the way that you would do it if you had unlimited funds. It's just done. Stuff is done right. So.
I'm going to answer Craig Albert's question. He's wondering if the seat's better than the seat concept seat, and no, probably not.
Oh, you're going to answer that one.
I'm going to answer that one.
Ricky has a special seat.
I'm going to answer it. I'm going to come back and answer and say it's way better than Seat Concepts because it's my own spec seat. And I feel like Seat Concepts just has different color seat covers or.
No, that
They just
you
put
saw
whatever
you
they
saw
want.
me try to fit the seat, my good seat, my Seat Concepts one. You saw me struggle with that, trying to put it on the sort of bent frame that I was riding today, and I was pissed because my subframe is bent and the gas tank is pushed back. And this bike might be for sale too if you want to buy it. But I was trying to put the Seat Concept seat because it's good. It has you have the wings. Yeah, which is I rode maybe a bike that like that with those things. I'm like, holy this is bitching. It's like kind of like the gripper, but not
easier to
uncomfortable.
hold on.
Yeah, it's easier to hold on, hold you on the bike. So there's some pretty cool thing. Sarah says it's cool that it has 3 tanks. He has 3. You have 3 tanks?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was talking about you. Let's see, got other ones up there?
Somewhere. I mean, there was a question for Ricky about tires, but I don't know.
What kind of tires do you run at Dakar? And bonus question, what size tires are they running on those Toyotas?
Toyotas?
Yeah, Toyotas. I don't know.
I don't know what that means, but the tires that we run, you could definitely just buy them straight through Western Power Sports.
The Michelin rallies?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone. So this is like a big thing that kind of like drives me crazy. Is all these people complain at Vegas Torino because we have these tires that last forever, and you could go the whole race without changing them. Well, I mean, these tires that we use at Vegas Torino, Johnny, he bought a couple of them. So
Yeah, they're just
if Johnny could buy them through the internet, you guys can also buy them through the internet.
So, what is that Husaberg 570 question up there? And we got to answer that.
No.
Let's see. Claytelman?
Sure.
Okay.
Close enough.
Hi, Jimmy. Those Husaberg 570s or after hook, never written one. I'm saying it like it says.
Yep.
But one can assume it's pretty damn fast. Yours a yellow frame jobber. Yeah. That's why you had it highlighted, right?
Did Logan text that?
Yeah.
Come on, bud.
How many buttons are on the bars on your bike?
Dude, I don't know.
He has to count. Your thumb knows what they do, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's all memory.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you set up. Let's see.
There's 11.
11 bars.
11.
There's just 11 buttons that your thumbs can reach, but then there's also 2 on the ICO under the road book. And then there's also 2 on the ERTF on the Odo and 2 on the ERTF cap meter up top.
Speak English.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of. It's like playing a video game while you're riding your motorcycle. Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys go that fast.
Except for when you crash. When you
Hey.
crash this motorcycle, you don't just like reset in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
George wants to know. He said, Ricky, is the knit mail stripper shirt that Jimmy wears, that's the Chirby Sexy shirt, by the
Yeah,
way?
dude.
Is it that Jimmy wears in the heat catching on with the rest of you current rally guys? He should start his own rally clothing. I know you can go on the internets and buy this from a Chirby's in Europe. The sexy
Nobody
shirt.
wears this shirt except for you, Jimmy. And I think nobody knows what this shirt is. So I think
I was
you
going to
should-
wear it. I was going to wear it on one of the shows, and I was going to do the dance.
I think you should show us what this shirt is because nobody knows what this shirt is.
Look,
You can't even find it, dude.
no, it's there. It's like
It's not there.
It's no, you can find it, but it's kind of kept under the radar because it is such a good thing. Do you see how much water I carry with me when I ride? I don't
No.
drink, do I? I'm like a camel. It's because my sexy shirt keeps the moisture in and helps me cool off. You know when we stopped that one time, like a little road before we kind of rode back in?
Yeah.
I was there for a long time waiting for you because it was hard for you to catch me. When we took off going down the road, that was like air conditioning for like 5 minutes. Just that shirt was just like doing
Dude,
work.
I don't think they have air conditioning in Pahrump.
There's air conditioning in my shirt. Let's
So I think the next show.
I'm trying to find it, but I can't.
Dude, they
read
don't have
Italian.
it anymore. I'm telling you. Right now, they don't have that shirt.
Yeah,
I guarantee
probably
it, dude.
don't. It's going to be hard to find.
If you just took like
I mean,
really
they-
small fishnet.
Hey, quit looking in the women's section, okay? You're not going to find it there.
Well, I thought we were finding a shirt for you.
It is borderline lingerie.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially the ones that don't have the sleeves. They're the
That's the one
tank
you
top.
have, dude.
That's why I was wearing the short sleeve today. Yeah, it was good. Sexy shirt, a Chirby sexy shirt. I think I should
We're
start
gonna have to talk
importing
to
them.
Franco.
Talk to Walter. Walter
Walter.
was the guy who'd import them for me. He'd sneak them in for me. Johnny knows this. Johnny would have to carry him in.
Johnny would get
They said
held
they
up.
haven't made that since '84.
Well, that's what George says.
Yeah, no, they had those things a long time ago. Craig Alberts wants to know, new wheels every day, or are you gentle with them?
No, our wheels are for the race. Our wheels have 3 days for wheels, but we.
It's okay.
It's the Husaberg weighs so damn much it just fell over.
No,
our-
it would tip over to that side if it did. The Husaberg is pulling all the weight of all these other substandard bikes. Is what's going on. We still have it. We still got to rate this thing. It still can
Well, I
go.
already know where that's going, dude.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it?
I don't have any more safety pins.
There's
Can you
one
click
more,
them
a
off?
nice red one.
Yeah,
Don't-
perfect.
Don't
dude.
yeah, don't put a pin in your finger when you do this. I don't want you to hear you complain tomorrow.
When he has to push the 11 buttons.
Yeah, pushing that 11 buttons with the
There we go.
how long do you think that's going to last there? You know, I'm in charge of this. That's more.
You got to redo the board.
I'll bet you everybody here would love to see a Husaberg versus a Honda rally bike drag race.
Dude, you might have to like put a
It's a 570, bro.
external oil pump and pump oil in that thing while it's going so it don't blow up.
It's
I
only
think that would make. I think that'd get the YouTubes.
yeah,
going.
yeah.
And your sexy shirt only.
Oh, wearing hey, that's how we're gonna get 1 million views.
Yeah,
I'll wear
so-
the sexy shirt and we'll drag race.
Yeah. Oh, or you can
They
do
see
circle
sexy
track.
shirt slash prompt.
Yeah.
Dude, people are going to watch it.
Oh, yeah. we can tag Sherry's Ranch in it too.
Yep.
Do you know if they're changing the tire rule this year?
Yeah, we only get one set of tires a day.
One set a day. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're back to not limiting you total for race.
They're back to basically
That's
normal.
That's smart. What about marathon stage? Do you know?
Marathon stage is just
Marathon stage, no change, anything.
no change.
Yeah.
You can, but penalty.
Yep. That's good. I think for
Again-
safety, that's good.
Again, people with tires that you could buy.
With tires you can buy.
Western Power Sports or...
Just
maybe-
run Kendas. Kendas. I got the shirt on. Nobody believes me about how good Kendas are. You race with them here in the States.
Yeah, I beat Preston Campbell.
Well, he was running Kendas too.
He was, but he also didn't like the tire that I was running.
Well, you ran the tire that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody believes me. They just have to. It has to be forced upon them, and then they're like, oh, he was right.
And
I like-
speaking of, Preston did get a gold medal
Oh, we did.
Oh, at the ISD.
at ISD.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So that's the shirt. Like if you make the contest on the shirt thing, you can get a.
No one has made it.
No one's made up their own contest.
Yeah.
It's too complicated.
Yeah.
Ricky, looking at your bike, one can see all the equipment on the front. Do you notice a huge difference in the handling when you jump on a regular dirt bike?
Yeah.
RL is asking.
Who?
RL.
Yeah, definitely. That's I prefer to ride the rally bike just because the stability is so much better.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing is I find is that fairing and stuff is all frame mounted, and
Yeah.
so it's kind of when the back end of the bike moves, it kind of moves. That's the hardest thing for I think a lot of guys to get used to when they go to that type of a setup, a frame mounted setup, is that it moves when you think you're going straight. the fairing starts kind of going a little bit side to side, but after a while you don't even notice it. I mean, we've
Exactly.
spent
Like
so much.
with experience, you don't even. That's the last thing you think about. It's just that wiggling around.
Yeah.
So is it the fairing or the pedestal with all the stuff on it? All of it.
Yeah,
It's all frame
fixed.
mounted.
Yeah, it's all fixed. The handlebars move inside of the.
Right, but does the instrumentation flop around?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It kind of moves because it's moving with the back of the bike. The instruments and stuff are moving with the
Now I get it.
back of the bike. So Chasing Waypoint says 249cc motors max. Oh, maybe he's talking about the next rule change they're probably going to do
Yeah,
for
because-
Dakar.
Yeah, they're like trying to threaten us for that.
Oh, really? They're going to go to 250s.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because they're trying to slow it down to 150 kilometers an hour.
Yes.
And at 150 kilometers an hour, it's not even a race. Like what's going to separate the people that are better in the rocks than the people that are better at fast roads, basically, if you can only go 150. Like say you can go 160 through the rocks,
Yeah.
and then someone else is only going to go 148.
Yeah. And I don't think putting a speed limit on racing has ever been proven that effective that
Yeah.
I've ever seen. All of a sudden it starts not becoming racing. I mean, they could just make the navigation trickier. And we see this just in training. You can slow it down with navigation. You don't need to put speed limits on the bikes because there's places where, if a manufacturer is trying to show that their bike is the best, their bike is the fastest, and it's like, okay, we can only go like the same speed that the regular guy can go or whatever. It's like you don't see any like auto racing that's really speed limited, that
Yeah.
anybody watches. Anything that they want to see the fastest, the best. And I was pretty bummed when they took twin cylinder bikes away and stuff, because then you had unlimited speed. You could go stupid speed if you wanted to, but then you had to suffer with it was kind of neat to see a variety of different bike styles, techniques. Then you could have a stage that was really fast, and the twin cylinder bikes would pull away and make time, and then the next day they put a tight technical stage in, and you'd lose all the time back. So there was strategy in that, but not sure. Hey, somebody wants to know, what offset are your triple clamps?
Dude, I don't even know.
I
don't know that.
The best offset. Well, the frame's not even standard,
No.
and the bike's not even the same. The wheelbase is different, and
Well, the treble clamps are also,
yeah, everything's all factory.
yeah.
So it wouldn't really apply to anything. It's funny how people are so into like what's the offset in the triple clamp, and half the time when they want to do this, I'm like, well, what's your sag set at? I'm like, huh?
Yeah, where are you positioned at?
Yeah, where are you at on the where are you at on the bike?
So San Felipe Bob he actually emailed me earlier asking about I think is your BMW HP2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he just asked that again.
HP2. What do you want specifically to know about it?
Well, he said he paraphrased fastest bike ever made.
No, I mean, like my rally bike, it went 141 or 142 miles an hour on the dirt. The aerodynamic, the last one we had, because it was more aerodynamic. They would kind of sit at about 130 for a long time, and then they spent a lot of time with the last one in the wind tunnel, and it made a huge difference. And I think it was 141 or 142 on essentially hard packed sand. I don't know. It was someplace in Dubai where we did it, and it was like after you go in 100, nothing changed. It's just going really fast.
But just because you have a fast bike, though, like you still have to know how to ride it.
Yeah,
and you still have to know like when to hit the brakes. You know, just because your bike's
Right.
the fastest doesn't mean that you're gonna be the fastest.
well, I didn't win on that thing.
Well, I know, but people that
Well,
are
actually, I won that rally. I won Dubai rally on that thing. You know those you've raced
Dubai
those.
is sketchy, dude.
Dude, when I did it, it was actually a proper navigation rally. It wasn't open aero. But did you ever get on those roads that are like the width of the 405 freeway, but sand? Just the big, giant sand highways. Did they ever put you on those? You don't remember?
I don't know if I've even been on the 405 before.
The freeway? Okay, so it's
I
like
live in the
fif-
desert, man.
Like the 15 down when you get down to the bottom by the 10 and stuff. You know how wide that is?
Yeah.
Like all the lanes. Did you ever ride on one of those sand highways that was that wide?
I think so, like in a valley.
Yeah, like in a valley and wander between the dunes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where twin cylinder bike was. It made that, like on your bikes, you're probably just bored out of your gourd, just going like that.
Yeah.
You like had to slow down for the turns. And I mean, those things, you're sending, and you're trying not to cross the ruts. You're trying to stay, because like the cars would all find a kind of a hard pack rut, and they'd go from one side of the road to the other side of the road, and you're just like, oh. So, yeah. What do you think a MotoGP rider like Petrucci could do at Dakar? I hope he's practicing his navigation. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Like the speed won't scare him.
know. Well, like Marquez is really good at riding moto.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think
they have the skills for it for sure, but if they're not into it, then
it's like anything. It's navigate. It comes down, like all these guys, it comes down to having, I mean, you can follow guys and chase guys and stuff like that, but at some point you're going to have to learn how to navigate, or you're going to be lost and you can't make that
chase,
time up.
You could chase guys all you want, but then when you chase so many guys and you make up so much time and you win, then you got to open the next day. And when you open the next day, if you don't know how to navigate,
Finished 13th.
yeah.
Yes, Bob.
Marquez is really great at crashing his MotoGP bike.
Marquez is good at crashing the MotoGP bike.
I think I heard he does that on purpose in practice every race.
Oh, he pushes it too hard.
Yeah, he wants to find the limit.
Oh, this was in the race when he
Oh,
kept going and going and going and going and going.
Oh,
you don't. It's like you don't ride dirt bikes like that. I don't know anybody that wants to crash. I mean, I've heard people say that they feel like if they're not crashing, they're not going fast enough, and
that's the wrong.
That's
analogy.
That's the wrong way. You're not going to have a long career doing that. I mean, I think on the road bikes, those guys are like the way that there's if you low side it, not so bad. High siding,
Forget it.
Forget it. Yeah, I've high sided one before. No
You
fun.
guys didn't see his latest wreck at the last race?
You think
No.
we sit around and watch TV all day?
He rolled himself up like this, and he did the skater thing, where his RPM as he's rolling across the track
Started-
picked up faster. and
Yeah,
faster
we
and
did. We don't.
faster.
We don't watch the crash. We don't watch the crash wheels. David Potts asks, "Does Honda JCR have Ricky learn a lot about the mechanical side of the bike? We've all seen pictures where the bike has broken down and the rider has the bike pulled apart." You work on a little bit.
Only a little bit, but like not engine stuff, because the Japanese don't want you turn out the engine. They don't want Johnny turn out the engine. So it's like if something happens with the engine, you just take the engine out, send it back, and they'll send you a new one.
Yeah. But like,
And then if you're in the race, what are you going to fix out there?
yeah,
You have a lever and, like a link for a chain, throttle tube.
so like Andrew got water in the tank.
But
And-
what do you do?
and You saw, well, he got so much water and he tried everything.
I think that comes down to
he tore that
filters
thing. He
and-
tore that thing apart and just couldn't get it out. But
But he didn't know at the time that it was water.
yeah,
He was trying to.
he thought it was fuel pumps.
He thought it was a fuel pump, so he tried to direct wire it.
Yeah, we because he had this a similar problem out here with fuel pumps.
The last training.
Yeah. So we I think that you got to know a certain amount, how to do the basic stuff.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's like,
You are on a bike by yourself. What do you carry? What do you have?
yeah. What kind of tools do you have? And you don't really have water boys anymore.
No, it's
Everybody's just pinning it.
yeah.
And then do you guys have an on route support truck or something like that, or car?
No,
No. So none of the teams have this anymore.
I don't think so. It's
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
like
all
back,
penalties now.
Yeah. Oh, like back in the day, if like you melted your moose and your tire came off and everything like that, you could wait and we would have a support car. You'd lose a couple hours, but a support car would come and have a wheel in it. They could put it on your bike and then you take off and go again. And
Yeah.
at that point, you're kind of like your role would change. If you were one of the top guys, you would start being support for the other top guys in your team. But yeah, I think it's a lot of stuff like this has changed.
Like what Andrew and Toby did 2 years ago, 2 Dakars ago.
Yep.
They both would have got a 20-minute penalty.
Right.
And Toby probably only lost 3 minutes that day.
With the penalty.
No, there was no penalty.
Oh, no penalty.
No,
Oh,
because he changed tire
Oh, right,
before it
because
was
now,
legal.
before you could change tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Other riders could help other riders with
Yeah.
unmarked parts, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, restrict the intake size and mandate gearing.
They want to restrict the intake size.
Yeah, that's just the same thing, just trying to
That's
cut.
horrible.
Kind of cut. Well,
That's more dangerous than the speed.
Yeah, because then you don't have the throttle response to get you out of a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like these rules are being made by insurance companies, not by racers or people that know any better. And I mean, I kind of get it. They're just trying to prove that it's safe or kind of try to keep it safe, but that's a trick thing. Limited to 6 speeds. Yeah, you'll have an 8-speed transmission. It'll just work it with the gearing. Yeah, you get your motor to run at 1 RPM and just rifle through gears.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tricky game. So
Yeah. So are they really just that concerned about people just hurting themselves left and right, or?
I think they're just trying to make it safer, like as a whole, like
Yeah.
because this year, like it's unfortunate. I think 2 people passed away, but it wasn't from like crash related things. I think one was, but I think one of them was like off a dune, but then the other one was he got ran over by a car.
Oh, geez.
yeah, and
Yeah,
off
so it's
a
like-
dune is not going to be controlled by speed.
No,
No, it's like
Right.
if you go off the dune like 10 miles an hour too fast,
or 10 miles an hour too slow. It's still gonna.
you're going to have a similar problem. Yeah, same thing. You limit the horsepower on these bikes, and then they can't start clearing the dunes, especially the hobby riders, we'll call them. They're going to get run over by a lot more cars.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a double-edged sword.
And like the tire rule that we had this year, 1 tire every 2 days. That was the stupidest thing, because now that you're starting a day on bald tires, how do you stop?
exactly.
You just
That's-
goes faster.
Yeah. And this is what I always say, because rear tires, I always say the rear wheel's for control. It keeps you under control when you're really braking. Because
Yeah.
if you're braking good, your rear tire's kind of in the air. But sure enough, when you want it to come back down and touch the ground, you want it to drag a little bit and track. And if it comes down and starts sliding all over the place, good luck. Especially when you start braking kind of out of line. So
if you're the race director and you're being told you have to make it safer, what would you do to make it safer?
What would I do?
Yeah, or both of you.
I
a
think
good
the
question.
organization is trying to. What they're doing with the road book is good, but I think that what they're trying to do with the road book is we're already ahead, so we're already learning like how to navigate, trickier road books, and that's why we're not really slowing down. I don't know what I would do. I don't ever want that, the pressure of that on me, so I don't need to think about that stuff. But I mean, they're race directors for a reason. They're good at it, and they have a passion for it. Or I have a passion for riding more than directing
in racing, right?
So,
yeah, I don't know what.
Jimmy tries to slow us down by messing up the road book.
Yeah, just
I did hear about that.
Make really shitty road books, and then everybody will just be lost. It makes for good TV, but then guys run into each other because they're not paying attention. Man, I don't know if there is any. I mean, they're trying to make sure that the riders are more qualified to be on the event. They're doing this. They're getting better quality riders because before it was just pay and go. If you had enough money, you could be on the Dakar. But I mean, all the things incrementally, and they're not afraid to try stuff. And if with the tire rule going away, then they're also not afraid to say that, hey, we're not doing it right. But I think, really making the road book. The problem is you can make them too tricky. You can make them so that there's so much information. You have to slow down and take a really good look at it. And then you're not looking where you're going. Just think about riding with your eyes closed. And this is what happens just like when you're texting. I always say this, when you're texting and driving and you think, and then you just go, I don't even remember the last 3 or 4 miles, and you're doing this, but you're really pinning it. This is, so I don't know if there's, you can make the navigation a certain amount more tricky, but you can't make it display trickier. So it's easier to watch. So I think slowing it down with the navigation would be good, and maybe making the event just overall more of a marathon as opposed to a sprint. So but then you get people that get really tired and do really stupid things. But if you're more marathon stages, I think would help. And then that would force the bikes to become more durable. And then you would have to manage your machine because you could build the machine to a certain level. But if you pin it, in my day when I was riding a single cylinder bike, I couldn't pin it all day long. It wouldn't last, but there was guys in twin cylinders that weren't pinning it and they were going 20, 30 miles an hour faster. I could have pinned my single cylinder bike, but it wouldn't have lasted for the whole race. So I think there's stuff they can do like that. That's what I would suggest. So limit the top gear like the video games. Limit time in top gear.
Like limit the time that you are in 6th gear.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't make any difference. I don't think that would make it any safer, would it? No.
That'd just be like taking away.
Then you'd have a 5th gear that was just a little bit below 6th gear. It'd be like 1/2 difference, and you would use 5th gear. I think he's talking about the speed. Street bike tires would slow them down. Yeah, they would.
That's also a horrible idea.
Yeah, that's what the 2 days on the same tire was like. So okay, if you guys don't have any other questions, I think we're gonna start wrapping it up here. Rick, you have anything else to tell all your fans on the show?
Well, we got a long week ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out still. There's a lot of road book miles, not little road books.
We have
big, long stages. Like we say, we practice. Training is always worse than the event. That's the way I always thought it should be. So,
but you're riding dirt bikes, right?
Oh yeah, it's a job.
Yeah,
I'm worried that I have to ride the damn dirt bike that much. I've got a lot of extra.
Well, you should start running with me, like you keep saying you will.
I know. I still think I got a little bit on you, so you got to work your way up.
I don't know, man.
Endurance, bro.
Oh man, other Jimmy here was just commenting on how I.
You're thinning up.
Yeah, I'm thinning out here.
That's good. I'm not.
Yeah.
Even though I try, I lost a lot of weight today. I water weight. So, Numb Bum in Canada 24-hour ice race. I've heard of that. That seems like it'd be pretty fun, but I don't know.
An ice race for 24 hours?
Yeah, they do it on a lake. It's like flat track, I think. I think that's the one.
Yeah, just like flat track. Yeah,
yeah.
It's 24 hours of flat track.
Well, but it's on a big giant lake, and it's just it's like a road race course.
But my question for that would be: is those studs come out as you're riding it? So do they just have a spare wheels right there, or?
I don't know. Oh
We
no,
have
it's a
to,
road.
dude.
He said
Yeah.
road course. I don't know what.
Sounds cold.
Huh? Sounds cold. Yeah, it's 108 today. I don't like cold.
Oh, really?
The big break, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining in. Thank you to Yamaha. Thank you to Trail Tech Climb. Thank you to Ricky Brabec. Thank you to Jimmy Lewis Off Road Training. I got to put our dates, our fall dates, up on the website. If you're going to the Tour Tech Rally, we're going to be out at the Tour Tech Rally. Sign up for that and
Don't forget about the beginner riding school.
come and do a class. Matt can teach you if you're just learning how to ride or you want to get a head start on above and beyond what our regular class teaches. Reach out to Matt at jimmylewisoffroad.com. He can help you out there. What other sprockets? We got our
DDC.
DDC sprockets, and everybody who's helped me out over all the years. Thank you. And with that, I guess we will see you out on the trail. So, cheers.
See you guys.
And if
Thanks
you
for
also
watching.
come to the school, you can hang out with Logan.
Yeah, thanks, Logan. Logan's going to be hoeing weeds here. It's his new. It's going to be the new job.
And building a new board. That was
And
the problem.
building a new board.
Building a new board.
Okay, see ya.
All right, see you guys.